lot of different injuries. Normal crew still out. J.R. Tabai, Kushner, Marshall Jones, Cody Romness, Gallipo still no contact. DJ Morgan, Christian Thomas, Devon Flournoy, Kyle Prater no contact. And then some guys came out during, but I don't think any of them were that severe. I thought guys for a very long, full padded, heavy contact, tackling drills, came out and practiced pretty well physically. I wish we'd been better mentally on the penalties and the defense and the long drive scenarios that kept drives alive. And a 4th and 13 conversion, is disappointing, but I thought physically guys did pretty well.
Robert Woods looked like he was back out today.
Yeah, did some things. Looked good at times. Isn't all the way back, and so hopefully he'll be back by the game.
Are you going to manage him any differently than maybe some other guys because of the importance of the offense?
Yeah, we already have. For instance, today may be somebody that didn't have the background in offense like he, that we would have pushed even more. But it's too important to make sure that he's right physically, because I think he'll be right mentally.
How do you feel about the place-kicking situation compared to a year ago?
Much better. Feel good because of the strength of the leg. Is drastically different. Now, he's never done it, just like the last guy hadn't. So until we get in there, we'll never know. But we feel better about the distance and the strength, and so we'll see.
Andre, is he going to be the kickoff guy?
Most likely, yes.
When you talk about the discipline on defense with the penalties, what do you attribute that to today?
I don't know. We'll see. It's just those, long, hard practice and long drives, and you got to stay focused. And maybe those are penalties we're not making in normal scenarios where you're alternating every 4 or 5 plays. But when we put them in those settings where they're out there for 8, 9, 10 plays in a row, that's what the game's like. So we're going to have to master those situations.
Isaiah Wiley with those 2 picks, is he standing up to you at that second spot?
Yeah, it's all new to him. Initially he was going to be a spring guy, and so that would have helped him tremendously. And so to come in, he's still learning everything, but you can see a lot of talent there with interceptions and things.
Is there any update with Buck Allen, and is there any deadline with this situation?
No deadline, and no update. We're just still waiting on him to finish all his stuff and all the stuff to go through the clearinghouse.
You've talked a lot about how good Marquise has played. Have you thought at all about him wearing number 1 this season?
No. I think he actually has always wanted to wear number 9.
How do you think George Farmer has done this game?
I think George has done well. I think he's beat up. He doesn't have a major injury, but he's got a lot of little things, and he's really pushed through and very physical. And I think he's one of those guys that shows up in games because he's so big and physical, and sometimes maybe not in certain drills as much as he will in the game setting. So I think he'll do some good things this weekend.
And no concerns with him then? In terms of how he's coming along, you're happy with how he's developing?
Yeah, very happy. Very pleased with his approach to the game. And, obviously that says a lot for Sarah High School. All 3 of those guys have come in, over the last 2 years and really focused and disciplined and accountable, and it's great to have them.
I wasn't here yesterday when you explained the roster situation
Again?
with the 105. I understand. I did read about it.
It's in the NCAA bylaws somewhere in that big book.
Was it something that was your coach's choice of how to do the roster, or did you have no choice but to do it this way because those guys were injured?
Well, you're just trying to maximize the amount of guys you can have out here, and so if you have guys that are going to be out all the way through when school starts, and you keep them on, you just don't have those bodies to practice with. And so we've had guys in a holding pattern in 4 scenarios that could come up, like what did.
I guess what I don't understand about it is you always talk about mental reps with Jesse, and if he's not here, how does he get those?
Well, he's missing a few days. School starts on Monday, he'll be back, and he can always come in on his own and look at all the film himself, and so we'll catch him right back up.
How many guys do you have total then in the program?
I believe we're at 105.
But isn't there more if Jesse comes back?
Yeah.
So how many do you have total?
We have 105 that are active right now, and then when school starts, we can add some more.
Do you know how many?
No.
Looks like you're giving Markowitz a long look at the guard spot. Is he sort of making a move there?
He's doing well. Playing both spots, and that's a hard thing to do, and so he's doing very well, and hopefully he'll play well this weekend, but Abe has impressed us.
When do you expect to have those guard spots finalized?
Don't know. Too many variables. They're going to decide that more than we will, based off of how they play, especially in this game coming up.
You're playing Martinez at the other end? pairing up with Markowitz kind of last few days?
Well, yeah, John, has been up and down, has done some good things, and so we just need him to be more consistent.
Do you see that a little bit with the offense?
Do I see?
The consistency.
We're up and down, just like I'm sure everybody around the country right now, and so hopefully we'll get these things figured out after this weekend, put guys in the places that they'll be for the opener, and get guys ready.
Playing big picture, you got 2 weeks to go till the opener from tomorrow. Camp going the way. You comfortable with where things are?
Yeah, I'd say comfortable. I don't think you're ever completely pleased because you want things to be perfect, and so. But there's some good things going on, and so at times our defense looks good, and we got a really good quarterback, and we got some good skilled guys around him, and a couple linemen. So we got to put it all together.
This has always been a place where freshmen tend to contribute right away. Do you expect that from the freshman class? Because I know Gary mentioned it with George Farmer. How many freshmen do you think are going to get in there and make an impact right away?
I don't know. Once again, they'll decide that based off of the next 2 weeks about how they perform, and then when they do get their shot in games, how they do in the road games too. So it'll be more up to them than us.
I mean, just going through the names, are there a couple that 4 or 5 that jump out at you right away? They're definitely going to play a lot this year.
I don't know. We'll know that next week for sure. The normal guys that we talked about all camp have been up there, but this weekend will be big.
Do you need the freshmen to play more just because it's maybe some depth issues at certain positions?
Yeah, more than we did the last time we were here. We need them to play because of depth issues and numbers and lack of experience at certain positions. So hopefully they'll do that.